So I made this video once before, 11 minutes long and everything. And I rewatched the audio and I was like, you know what? This is gonna be said about in the comments section about how bad the audio is, how it's not close to my mouth, and how I'm not speaking correctly. And I was like, no, I am not gonna let 2,000 people see me as the audio having YouTube. Welcome to the video.
I know that there's more than love than wedding rings. She knows that I love her more than anything. I know that she'd give it up for me tonight. And she knows we can't go a night without a cry. I know.
So today I decided that it was time to get on with these animations. I haven't made one in a long time. And well, like, it's about time that I start doing these. It's about time that I started doing these, and it's time to bring back the sauce voice. So let's get straight on to this video, man. Today's video is sponsored by Frederator. Frederator, well, Frederator is pretty much one of the best networks I've ever worked with, and they produce great film and animations, and you should definitely go check it out, and maybe even sign up for free. The link is in the description down below. Pregnant women are probably the hardest women to get along with. Now, in real life, I have experienced several different pregnant women in my family, and each of them weren't very easy to get along with. They were actually probably the worst. It was the worst. Now, my aunt Amanda, she's kind of crazy. She's kind of crazy, but I love her for being crazy. It just runs in our family. We all act the same way. She's no different than any of us. So, but the thing is, when she's pregnant, she's been pregnant 4 times in the past, and this will be her 5th time. Honestly, when she is pregnant, she is 10 times more crazy than she is normally. She's seriously, when I say crazy, I don't mean she's crazy. I just mean she can be intense with her emotions, if that makes more sense, and that's a little less, well, disrespectful. But she can be a little crazy. So Here's the thing. About 2 weeks ago, when I first got here, it took us about 2 days to get here, and when we first left, we went to Colorado to pick up my aunt and her youngest two my cousins. My 2 youngest cousins for now. And when we were driving around, she was pretty much calm the whole way there, and we had a lot of fun. That was probably the most fun I have had with Amanda since I don't even remember, because it's been such a long time since she's been living in Omaha. So she moved like 4 years ago, and so it was probably the funnest I've had with her in a long time. So we sang this one crazy song. It involved West Virginia, and there's like this crazy ad on TV that kept replaying, and it got to the point where my grandpa would just skip to the next TV station because it played way too often, and it was, it went a little bit crazy. But this time we actually made a little bit of a complication video, and we sent it to I think they sent it to our grandpa to annoy him. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. I'll show you a little clip of it right here.
Start it over.
And give Amanda your phone.
I got it.
No, we want her to hold it from up here. Come on, Jason.
Not for this first part.
Fine. Never mind.
I'm gonna record anyway for my YouTube channel.
Ready? No. Are you ready? Yeah, ready. Okay, so
Mommy, can we take a picture all together?
Whoa.
We ain't doing no selfie.
Ready? Yep. Hold on now.
I gotta be in it.
You're all in it, hush.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Make sure my hair is good.
Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing
Please country road, take me home.
Oh, West Virginia, mountain high, take me home. Country road.
But on with the video. I honestly think that my aunt was holding in a little bit too much, because we were on our way to go to Oregon because my aunt Shelly, had this great idea that we should go to the ocean, see the whales, you know, just have a good time at the beach. But my grandma said, while we were halfway there, my grandma said, you know, maybe we should go to this one small little place. And it's like a small beach area. We did end up going down there. It was pretty good. And she's like, if it's not what it's cut out to be, then we'll go with the original Oregon plan. And I was like, you know, I don't even know if this is a good idea, because I already know what's about to happen, and I already know it's gonna go down. And it was about 2 times worse than what I thought it was. If it makes anybody who enjoyed that ride or was a part of that ride, if it makes you feel any better, it was 2 times worse than what I thought it was gonna be. So we were on our way down there, and we keep passing by trees, and my Aunt Amanda is getting a little bit frustrated. This is the first time that she had actually gotten truly frustrated from her pregnancy, and it was the first time she actually got super intense. And she was very upset because we had driven all the way down there, and they had been down there for about 2-3 days, and they were gonna leave that Thursday. She was really upset because all the way there, all we saw were trees. Now we're going down this different path, and we were supposed to go with the original plan to go to Oregon, and she's just like, you know, maybe she was like, we should have just went down the regular path. Why didn't we just go down the regular path? Because all I'm seeing is trees. All we have seen are trees the past 5 hours. It was a 5-hour drive. We were tired, and we hadn't eaten in about, I don't know, probably the whole trip. I hadn't had breakfast or lunch that whole trip, and I was beat the whole way there. It was not a fun time, not for anybody. And then she started to say that she said that she was gonna throw up, and this was the first time she had gotten sick since she had been announced pregnant. Since she had 4 kids, you know, she had already been through this 4 other times. So to me, it was like, well, it makes sense that she wouldn't, you know, get sick or anything like that, you know, because she's, you know, her body must be, you know, used to being pregnant, you know. So it might have been the fact that she, you know, had been sick before with being pregnant, you know, whatever. But this was the first time she had actually gotten sick. So we had to stop. When she sits right behind me, and so when she said that she was sick, she was like, oh, I gotta puke. My eyes widened, guys. Yo, you're sitting right behind me. Yo, I gotta get out of this chair. So I go and I try to open the door as fast as I can, but it's a motor vehicle, okay? It's not just any kind of motor vehicle. This is a van. And if you get one of the newest vans, these doors open by themselves. Now, you're probably saying, well, if it opens by itself, then what's the problem? Well, they open slowly. The door is opening slowly. I can't force the door open, because if I do that, it breaks the van. And we rented the van, and if there's any damages, I'm dead. So I had to sit there and wait. I'm like, come on, man, come on, please, just open, please. The second I knew that there was a glimpse, just a gap enough for me to fit through, because I'm skinny enough, I jumped out of the car and I let her get out. And I went to sit back down, and I left the door open for her, and she threw this water bottle in my lap, and I was just like, I was dead. But it was probably and then what happened after that, I'm not gonna say, because it was disgusting. It was disgusting. But yeah, moral of the story: if there's a pregnant woman who's a little bit upset, and she's sitting behind you, and she says that she's gonna throw up, best believe you better get up out of that car as fast as possible. Humanly possible. In fact, you might have to go to the 12th dimension just to make sure that you get out of that car fast enough. You might have to call the Flash to help you get out of that car fast enough, because that's the moral of the story for today, guys. So, yeah. So that's about it for this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button down below. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I love you. I'll see you guys again soon.
Tap him off a Velcro, don't want the police. Bro, gon' have that 40 kicking you a goalie. Tired of all these phony niggas claiming homie. Oh, you say you gang banging, who your OG? I don't fuck your bitch before I swear your whole cheap. Chains on, why fuck, I don't go to sleep. Clean my dick and when I leave, she won't notice me. What I plan on spending, I don't know today. I just pray to God that the family okay. Boy, don't give me piss, you'll be a stain today. That money lucrative and piff, keep the pain away. Throwing the hands, we gon' have to shoot the fat today. If Brother Jam, see who got the better aim today. See who got a better aim today. See who got a better aim today, okay? So I'm mobbing out, they won't see me out. If I'm down better in a drought, I'ma get a south. Statue on me, they gon' break it down. I'm a devil hound, this shit shouldn't be allowed. I'ma get the fucking crown, no, I run the town. Shout the ones that hold us down. There was roaches in the shower, we had to share all the time. Free my doggies in the pounds, the ones that's not getting out. The doggies that shot of bounds, they wanna see us in ground, yeah. I don't see that path, niggas on your ass can teach you how to trail. This shit basic math, bro, they keep it stick. He a fucking fag, we gon' palms away, throw a fucking frag. Kick in your door, entrepreneur, I've been stacking my flows just like how I promised do it. I want all my honey's blue, shooter, bro, shooter. I want weed inside a cooler, that's just how my brothers do it, yeah.